Storytelling. I love telling true stories. So those of you that have been following me know that I've had some good ones to share. And I have a good one today about patience being your best friend. Many of you know that I moved to Jonesboro, Tennessee in late July of this year. It's the capital of storytelling. How random is that? It isn't. No coincidences, right? And when I came into this home on July 28th, I entered the house only to find a complete mess. Every surface in the kitchen was covered with stuff. The porch with work materials and wood and all sorts of supplies. Patience came in at that point and sat me down and took my hands and said, "Breathe. Take your time. It's going to be okay." I began to get my rubber gloves on and began the cleaning process and have gratitude for it because I knew I was putting my energy into it. I remember, however, on week 2, smelling an odd smell out of the refrigerator and realizing that the rubber gaskets weren't particularly clean. I cried. I was like at my wit's end, but I said, "You got this." And I cleaned it and I worked through it. And by week 3, the place was immaculate. Now there was the porch. And at that point, I had been gently taking all of the supplies and consolidating them into boxes. And without saying a word, my landlord was removing them. And all of a sudden, the porch was completely clear. What kept me going through this process was my vision of having it screened in because he promised me he would do this for me and my cats. And so once all the supplies were off the porch, I began to scrub it on my hands and knees with soap and water. He got the stain, and we both sat on the porch together, making it beautiful. And I can tell you, we shared some lovely conversations and lovely connection during that time. By week 4, he brought the supplies in, and the porch got completely screened in. Patience had served me well. Now the next step is the 33 years of stuff that's in the garage. Now, many of you know I bought a new Subaru in February, and I take a lot of pride in keeping her very shiny and very clean. And I was excited at the prospect of being able to park her inside. However, the garage was a mess. And so what I began to do was organize it in there, bring all of his totes to the front of it. He began to remove them one by one. This was going to be quite a process. And again, Patience took my hands and said, "It's all right. It's going to get done. There's no rush." Well, a couple of days ago, I received a text from him, and he said, "My sister and I are going to look at a shipping container. We're going to put it on my property, and I'm going to clean the garage completely out so you can park your car." You see? By allowing and surrendering and pausing and not rushing this process, it all unfolded beautifully. For both of us, I was creating a beautiful space for me and my cats. And at the same time, we were making improvements on the house that he wants to make. And by opening up the garage and getting it cleaned out, I can get my few things off the other side of the porch here, put them in there, and then we can finish staining the other side of this porch and the front porch. So remember, patience is your friend. We can't have everything right here, right now. And by doing this, I've created a really great friendship and great trust with my landlord. And it's really quite the magical moment. Thanks for listening, and have a terrific day.